Hey y'all, hope you're doing absolutely amazing. If my eyes look a little glazed over, it's probably a little bit true. It's pretty early this morning. I get up a few hours before I start work and study for a little bit. Thought I would do a quick video. Yes, I am laying down on the floor. We live like bums, I'm not gonna lie. It's horrible. It's actually kind of awesome. My wife and I, we have a sixplex that we're working on, and it was practically a meth lab, and so we're turning the whole thing into this nice looking place. But it's quite the process, and it's been a pleasure working on the project. But we get a nicer place here in probably next week or two, so life is going to be a little better, and I won't look like I'm living in some ghetto as badly anyway. All right, so quickly, I want to have different styles of videos as I'm creating this channel and becoming more and more popular. The goal is to kind of create more of an identity, and so I think I'm going to do #truth with just short videos that are going to kind of just point out different things to think about. And today is going to be one of those videos. I've done a couple of them now, and I think I'm going to try to keep it as a trend when I'm doing the shorter ones, and then the longer ones will obviously still be there. And I want to keep doing longer ones because they have way more truth, way more in-depth thought. Today is just your media, who you're listening to, different things like this. So we have James Comey. He comes out, and the Democrats loved him 2 weeks ago. Now they hate him. So if you're a Democrat and you're listening to these media sources and they're flip-flopping on these type of issues and they're saying, oh, I love him, he's a great, honest, fair guy. Oh, he's not a great, honest, fair guy. Don't find somebody else. I don't care if they're more Democrats. In fact, I always want Democrats to be listening to Republican stuff and Republicans to be listening to Democrat stuff, because I truly believe if you surround yourself with people that think like-minded, you're talking about brainwashing, you're talking about propaganda, you're not talking about education and research. But find other sources that are more credible. And the same thing goes for these Republicans. Oh, James Comey's now this awesome FBI agent, where just a few weeks ago you guys were saying how horrible he is, and how he's a traitor to the country, and how he's in bed with Hillary Clinton. Come on, guys, you can't be listening to people like this. We can't win a debate or help bring people to our side when we're promoting this type of inaccuracy. People are not going to look at us and go, hey, he has a point, I'm going to listen to him. As long as they can be constantly going down your page and seeing you flip-flop on different issues, they're not going to recognize it. They're not going to be able to be willing to change to go to your side. So we're affecting our own message. We now have Republicans who are proudly talking about how the polls are in favor of Donald Trump and we have this huge swing and how good the polls are. But then 2 weeks ago, they were talking about how they don't look at the polls and how the polls are inaccurate. Guys, your media source is very important. If you're listening to this type of stuff and you're brainwashing yourself with this type of stuff, and that's what it is to a degree, when all we're doing is filling our heads with different talking points of people that we trust or whatever it is, we're hurting our own credibility. We're hurting our own ability to help others or to bring others to our own side. We're actually hurting our own ability for our own side to be accurate. If we have to twist things in order to have an agenda or to promote our agenda, something's wrong. You shouldn't have to twist things. I don't like Jim Comey. I don't trust him. I don't think his first investigation was good. And I don't all of a sudden think, oh, everything's great now. I have a video on this. It didn't change, oh, Jim Comey's now amazing. I've been consistent. And so my goal is when we have these issues to be promoting channels like mine, like Stefan Molyneux, like the Young Turks. They are a Democrat socialist TV channel. But and I'm open to more suggestions. If people have other suggestions on channels that they would recommend to listen to, I like to listen. I can't watch very often because of the work I do, so I put YouTube on and I listen for 8 to 12 hours a day. So if you have channels like that you would recommend, podcasts of Joe Rogan, I love him too, really good guy in the middle of everything, really open-minded, excellent person to listen to. When you have people like that, you have credibility, you start becoming consistent. And the Young TYT, I don't agree with them on almost anything. But at least they don't go out there and say, oh, Hillary Clinton is awesome. They go, holy crap, she's corrupt. Here's her emails. Here's the truth. They're not beating around the bush. They're not, oh, the polls are good, now the polls are bad. Hey, well, we're not going to agree with the polls now. I mean, they don't do this stuff. You know, another example is the InfoWars, I can't even think of the gentleman's name off the top of my head right now, Alex Jones. I'm sorry, if you're a Republican and you're a huge Alex Jones fan, I believe you're looking at it more for entertainment purposes than anything else. Yes, the man breaks news every now and then. So do all these other horrible pages that are inaccurate. But you have to go through so much crap in order to find the one or two things that he's accurate on. It's not worth it. Find people that are credible. They're out there. And as long as we keep sharing credible channels with our friends, and of course nobody's going to be perfect, but we want channels that admit their flaws when they screw up. If we keep sharing this with our friends and our family and things of this kind, we will be able to start changing the narrative to no, that's a not credible source, to hey, let's actually talk about the issues. And that is what's important. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Please subscribe if you want more videos like this. Please give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please keep up the comments, negative or positive. I love the feedback. Let's keep the conversation healthy. Let's keep the debate healthy. Let's just not be using crude language or anything of that kind. I want free speech on this channel. I want people to disagree. If everybody's agreeing with me, we are not promoting truth on this channel. We are just promoting propaganda. I do not want that. That's all, guys. Have a wonderful day. It is super early, and hopefully it's a great day for you. Bye-bye.